Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here. This is World of Galaxies episode 13. None of the kids with me today. We have a really busy weekend planned and not going to get a chance to actually record the episode, so I figured I would just do one by myself. Let's see here. I have finished connecting up the Magneticraft ore system. And it's all semi-running. I've got an export bus. This here is where the ores go. So this will actually export out of the system into this chest, and then this node and data emitter transmits it over there. Pickles, get out of the way. Really? I'm trying to record an episode here. You're almost dead too, pal. Let's see. So we've got some compacting drawers on here now that we're actually processing ingots and that sort of stuff in. Added a bunch more drawers. Ooh, sorry about that. A sneaky sneeze crept up on me. Let's see. Yeah, I was talking about the drawers. Got a lot of drawers here. They're all hooked into AE like I showed you in the previous episode, but yeah, just started putting the drawers on for the metals. And to sort of save some space in here. So we have a couple of big drives here to store everything in. So got a couple of nether stars. What I thought I'd do in this episode, one, I'll show you through this system here. So we've got, this one's named ore. So ore will send anything that's in this chest. So at the moment we've got the export bus set up for just osmium, iron, and zinc. That's all I've set in there at the moment. Let's add copper now. Maybe silver, lead, tin, and there'll be more that we add in. Alright. So once this has space, it will try and put them in this chest. But at the moment, I mean, how much iron ore do we have? We've got 2.5. Oh, no, that's poor iron. I think it's dumped a fair bit of iron ore out. We've got 2.5 of poor iron ore, and everything else is in the system, which is cool. It's in this chest. Oops, it's in this chest here. So this is slowly pushing it out to this system over here. So let's turn into bat form, so I can fly. Ow! 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 Alrighty, over here. So we have the data receiver set to ore. You can't really read it there in green and that. And then it goes into this item router, which is set for output on east, which is that way, and input on south, which is that way. So anything that is seen through here, so it's just basically a link from there to here. Anything in that chest pulled in this side and pushed out that side and into the input of the crusher. So in the crusher at the moment we've got a stack of osmium and a little bit of iron dust and a little bit of pulverized ferrous metal. On the output we just have a standard extracting always active output, and anything that's processed through here will come to the output area. On this conduit connector here we have a basic item filter, blacklisting. It says copper chunk, but I'm ignoring the metadata because if you look at the chunks, they all seem to be the same ID, just with a different meta after it. So all these ones that are able to go through here are all 7151, just with a different number afterwards. So that being the case, this should work. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but basically it says no chunks into this chest. So anything else that isn't a chunk will go into this chest. And then it'll get pulled out. So normally it'll be dusts. I just did fix a little problem we had with thorium, I think it was. So obviously Magneticraft adds a few things. We've got thorium here, and let's just see, thorium dust, its use is nothing really. mixing it with potassium and turning it into gold. There's no use for thorium dust. I don't know of any real reason to get thorium. It probably is. Yeah, there you go. So thorium's is work in progress. So perhaps it may get something happen with it. Otherwise, I'll just void it. See what happens. But it was getting stuck in here, so I'm not sure what the thorium was from. I don't believe it was from. It might have been a byproduct of an ore. But you can see here, all these chests, they're all the same. They're all basically set up with a blacklist of whatever the next item is, and then it's whitelisted up in there. So all your byproducts, all that sort of stuff, and then the export of this crusher all comes out into this node system. And down here on this item router, it's got an input of this side and an output of the top. And on the top at the moment, I'm saying no thorium dust. So up should actually be blacklist of thorium dust. So it won't push thorium up. It should push thorium south, which is that way. So the thorium should actually pull out and into this, which is set to ore finish. And ore finish is set, I think it's this one, or this one. No, so ore finish is that top one, so this one. And it's trying to push it into this system here, which at the moment is empty. So I'm not sure why the thorium isn't coming over. That's a little bit strange. I'll have to look into that. But the idea is that anything that isn't smeltable should come through to this and then export over here and into this item router. So perhaps, what do we got? Up. It's an input. There's no black or white list in it, so it should, and you can see the osmium was coming in. But yeah, so they all come out in, and it's pushed up through that item router and into the back of these 4 electric furnaces. These are all from Magnetic Craft as well. And this tungsten heat coil is the top tier of the heat coils for this Magnetic Craft thing. As you can see, they're 8 times faster than a normal furnace. Just uses power. I've got a second one of these flux points over here, pushing RF into these units to just make sure we've got power for everything. So this is cruising its way through some osmium. Osmium, what's in the back here? Got pebbles in here, and this is again blacklisted for pebbles. And then we got pebbles coming into here, and then it's pushing out dust. So our system's working. It's a little bit crude, and there's multi-mod interaction all over the place there, but it's working, and that's the main thing. Next thing will happen is a creeper will come up. Actually, I think the server's on peaceful still from the issue we had with the people, so I might have to change that eventually. Yeah, so that's all set up. Everything's working great. We are all tripling. Not that we really need to at the moment with the way that quarries and stuff are running. But I'll need to go through. I've locked all the drawers so that they will always hold this item. And eventually, once we get through all the processing going into here, we may be able to move things around. But for the moment, AE and this, storing everything quite nicely. I don't have a drawer for osmium. I should probably do one of them. Let's have a look. Can I do that? Do I have a compacting drawer in here? I think I've made a few. I love having the EMC on it. Osmium. Let's just grab this half a stack of osmium. And we'll place that there. Put the osmium in it. And then using a dolly, place it there. You can see the new stuff's already going in. So it holds 5 blocks, and I've got this set. Sorry for flying around all over the place. I've got this storage bus set as priority 100, so things should go to this area first before going into an AE storage drive. So if I then come over here and type in osmium and grab all these ingots out and then put them back in, whoop, one, I'll run out of power. What we should end up with, geez, it doesn't like me doing that. So we've got 2,120 in there at the moment. And this drawer is probably about that much, 245 blocks. Times by 9, 18, yeah, it's pretty close. Pretty close. So yeah, that's stuff sorted. That'll free up some space on the drives as well. I don't even want to try and work that out. I mean, I could pull all the blocks out and go with that, but let's lock that drawer. Lock. And I'll put a diamond upgrade on there when I get a moment. Did you stop bouncing? Fran the Shepherd. So Jamerella had a bit of fun with the village. Some sort of rave party going on. And she's made all this area out here with huts and stuff. I think she's going to need some more torches actually. It's a little bit dark. But we've got iron golems now. There's a ton of iron golems. It's like 15 iron golems here. 15 or 16 iron golems. It's because she's put all these doors in. So the Minecraft thinks it's a village. Wouldn't be surprised if we start getting more and more villages spawning. Because I believe Minecraft Comes Alive takes over the villagers spawning. So that's why we have umpteen iron golems ready to protect their people. Okay, let's see. So that's all set up. I was considering doing a mob farm, but with the way that this thing drops loot bags, it could be very, very messy. Lots and lots of loot bags, and then having to process them, which is doable. We could work out a little system that'll perhaps open the loot bags for us. But yeah, so let's work on some items in the book. I haven't done that for a little while. I was going to do this. I was going to make a Philosopher's Stone. So a Philosopher's Stone requires lumium. Lumium requires glowstone, tin, and silver. I think there's still too much stuff in this smeltery, so I was trying to empty out the smeltery before. Tons of stuff in here. Let's grab... What have we got in the way of glowstone? I think I did just grab a whole bunch. I'm not sure if this will work actually. I'm not sure if I can just throw it in the system and it'll melt. I haven't made lumium with a smeltery before. I'm not sure whether we've got the temperature required. It may need pyrotheum to do it, which is possible. So you can see there it was hardly moving, which means this probably needs pyrotheum to melt. So let's get rid of these. Let's get some of these metals out of here. Let's make, what do we got? Thermal expansion in this one? Yep. Let's make all the items that we need for that. So I'll make a magma crucible and a fluid transposer. And we'll start melting down the glowstone. And then we'll make some lumium. Once we make one lumium, we can EMC it. And we'll get this Philosopher's Stone going. Got a couple of nether stars available to craft with. I think, actually, let's have a look in here. I think in here, I do have got some machine frames. What else have I got in here? Some ducts. Right, that's cool. That'll keep us going for a little bit. Let's throw the iron in. Let's make, what do we need? Fluid transposer. Need one of them. Probably going to need two of them for both machines. Need a couple of copper gears. What about magma crucible? It needs invar gears. Do I not have any invar? May have some over here. There we go, got a few here. I have one in this chest. Yes, that's cool. So let's make a couple of Invar gears. I mean, I could make him with the system over with the smeltery, and yes, it would cost me less. But at the moment, it's not really, I guess, my priority to worry about that too much. A little bit more glass. Are you set to furnace only? Yes, you are. Okay. Throw this silver in here. Right. Probably make this one first. Probably have. Yep, there we go. There's a fluid transposer. And I do have nether brick. Okay, got there. Just need some glass and we can continue on our way. Right. We want to make leadstone energy frame. One of these doobies. There we go, that's our 2 units. We can throw them things away. No, this'll do. It's not an ideal location. Magma crucible. Fluid transposer. Still get down to my... I don't really need to get down to that farm. It just ejects its broken hatchet into here. I'll move this eventually and maybe put it out there and just get it. Automate a way of fixing the axe. So I need to put glowstone in here. It's taking a long time to get power. Oh. Am I out of power? No? Any power happening here? Maybe I need better conduits on the back of these things here to get the power moving around a bit better. These leadstone ones are pretty average. Let's see. What have I got in here? Ender ones. That might do the trick. That work a bit better? Oh yeah. Let's change this one too to that. Ow. Right, so it's melting. I need to set up sides. So configuration is output is down. So we're getting glowstone down here. I'm going to need some buckets because we need to make lumium, right? Hello? So we're going to need tin dust and silver dust. Tin. What do we got? Some stuff in here. Get out. Tin. I don't think any silver's gone over here yet, has it? Going better than I thought. No. Thorium's still not going anywhere. Pretty sure I told it to output. Maybe because it's not first in the list? No, it's not that. Okay, I'm not sure why. Again, I'll fix it. Ow! I Fix that later. All right, I'll cut here. I'll macerate or grind up some silver and some tin, and I'll be right back. Okay, we got some dust. Let's get rid of this. I got 4 buckets of this. Pretty sure it was just tin, and silver. So like that. And some silver. We'll get some lumium blend. So I need enough to make a block, so I may as well just make what I've got so far. So that's 16. And then we can smelt it up in here. This is still grinding through some silver, and I've still got a lot of glowstone in here. We probably melted up way too much. So we got some aluminum, which I'm not sure if I even... Did I get through that part of this? Okay, so there may be a quest in here for aluminum as well. So we'll make sure we've got enough for that. Let's have a look. What was that in? That would have been in tinkering. Cobalt. Ardite. This is to make the high oven too, which would be cool. Because I haven't made a high oven before. I don't see anywhere else where it's got the other bits and pieces, so that's a bit I mean, there's a lot of quests in this pack. 16 draconium dust. I may have that. For 14. So close. Alright, we've got enough aluminum here to create a aluminum block. So let's make one. Like so. And then we will give... Whoops. Put one in here. Like that. And then in here we've got a ton of glowstone. So let's just take that many. And then put a aluminum block up here. There we go. That should give us enough for what we need. I only need 4. Don't really need to put a block in here, but what else do we need for Project E? Project Overpowered. So we need 4 aluminum, a nether star, and 4 blocks of redstone. That should be quite easy. How many blocks of redstone do we have? 1. Okay. Tons of redstone. 1, 2, 3. That'll do. I can't remember exactly where it was. Red. Q. Nether star. Aluminum blocks. No other way, perhaps. 1 philosopher's stone. Alright. So we now have the ability to... No, that's not that crafting mechanic. Okay, the button obviously counteracts with that one. So let's have a quick look at options, controls, Project E. Okay, so it's C, extra function. What else is using C here? Side inventory key, crafting grid. I don't know what that is. Well, I don't generally use that crafting grid. Yes, so now I can, anywhere I've got this in my hand, I can push C and have a portable crafting table. Nice. Let's put that away. Let's see what's next in the book and what it gives us. It gives us a chance cube and some cobble. Awesome. Philosopher's stone is used to pretty much exchange one item for another. One example can be cobblestone to gravel on the moon. This is a very helpful item considering there is no gravel or cobble that naturally spawns. I'd like it to change something to the moon stuff so I don't have to go to the moon. Alright, what's next? Transmutation table. It's going to require obsidian and dark matter. Dark matter is something we don't have yet. So to get dark matter, probably the easiest way, one, I could do this, which, yeah, we could do that. Let's see what we can do here. How much coal have I got? 5,000? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want 1 for good luck. Let's get rid of the coal. And then make Mobius fuel. We're going to have to go all the way up, aren't we? The easiest way of doing this actually would be to, let's have a look here. Project is to make these energy collectors. I have enough stuff to make an energy collector, so let's make one. One of them. One energy collector. A piece of glowstone to sit on top of it. And we will use this energy collector to make us some EMC. Doesn't need to be over here, I guess. We can just put it wherever we want. And because I'm going to put the glowstone on top, it will enable generation. So if I throw this in here, it is going to build up until it levels that up to the next level. I'd like to get to this, but we need dark matter for that. So dark matter obviously is aeternalist fuel around a diamond block. I mean, we can just continue making this stuff and that'll... Yeah, let's just... I think we're just going to have to do this. Where'd my orb go? Ta. Coal. A stack of them. There's 16 of them, and then what do we got? 4. So let's do another stack. And that. We've got 8. And all we need now is a diamond block. Surrounded by some of them, gets us dark matter. And I am going to go... If I get the transmutation tablet, I'd like to teach this. Let's pull this out of here. Dark matter in there. So this will make its way up to dark matter. I kind of wish I could sort this by right clicking. So if I get another dark, I'm going to leave this in here. I mean, I've got another dark matter. I'm going to grab a couple. We need 1 for the next level energy collector. We actually need 4. Come on. Stop doing this to me. Use all the glowstone. All the glowstone. So we got. Get out. Another one. Gives us 2. So we'll make. We can make this. And that'll just give us passive EMC generation. It's also a lot quicker. What do you got? What do you got? Take that out. I got. Let's take that. And then make. Oh, let's just Grab a stack of them. This one, like so, gets level 2, which is a lot quicker. This will hopefully, it's starting to build up. But we can make a bunch more of this, and then we need to make a transmutation table. So I'm going to cut, I'll get this done, and I'll check into what sort of time we've got left of this episode, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we are at wrapping up point. I have made the dark matter balls here. I just threw that stack of lumium blocks that I had into the thing and compressed them down. And with the help of some, I think, diorite or something like that. One of them has like 4. No, it's not diorite. One of them has 4 EMC, I think, per block. And there's a ton of that coming in from the quarry at the moment. So that was able to quickly make what I needed. And here's the transmutation table. Yay, more fireworks. So this little nifty device we're going to place there. We can teach it items. So it'll then be able to create those items from EMC. I don't know what the book's for. There must be a book in this one. Oh no, that's unlearn, I think. So this has got a whole bunch of EMC. I can throw heaps of these in. These have 6,500. It's quadruple compressed cobblestone. Dump that in there. We've got 354,000. I can grab a couple of nether stars out. Straight swap. Thanks for coming. I'm able to teach it a golden bag of holding. So if I want a second golden bag of holding, there we go. We've got it. Thank you very much. And look, some EMC. This is independent of that other system, obviously. That will continue to compress. And if we really wanted to, I'm not sure if this one actually allows shift clicking. Let's grab, I don't know, something we've got tons of. Can I shift? Yes, it does. It shift clicks it straight into there. Oh, by chance cube, we can have, oh my gosh. Jamerella's going to love it. We can now EMC straight out chance cubes. So same here, redstone, there we go. That's now been taught. Anything that has an EMC value can be taught to the system and pulled out when needed. Alright, wrapping up point. Apologies for the kids not being available for this episode. They are at school. Thank you all for watching. Please leave those comments in that section below. I'm going to light up the village a little bit more. I have no idea what's going on top of Dragon's house here. It looks like some sort of cloud arrangement. But yeah, thanks for watching. Catch us in the next episode.